Hello, Betsa.
Hello,
Um,
nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
Nice to
Thank
meet you.
you for the opportunity to join you. Sorry.
Absolutely. Very happy to have you here. Claymorean is awesome. Like I was saying to you earlier, I was listening to it while I was doing my makeup.
Thank you.
Yeah, and will you please tell people who you are and what you do?
I'm Diana, maybe more known as Betsa. I'm the lead vocalist for band Claymorean from Serbia. We are located on Balkan, that's East Europe, so good old traditional heavy metal here.
I love Eastern Europe so much. I've been to a ton of countries there, and I will take any excuse to go there again. So I'll have to see a Claymorean show over there. Um, but we'll talk about that. So, there's so many different things to talk about. You and I were chatting earlier about songwriting and like people that you've met while you've been traveling. But I guess the most organized thing to do is ask you your interview questions and let it come along on its own.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, organized. Anyway, when did you first realize that you loved heavy music and you wanted to be a part of creating it?
I had luck to be exposed to heavy music, not to say metal exactly. I was exposed to hard rock, 80s pop, reggae, that's combined in my family, and it usually was foreign music to put, so it wasn't on our language. I never got exposed to music in our language, thank God. It was my late uncle, sadly, who was a big rocker, and he was grooming me with CDs since I was a little girl. My first gift from him was Queen, actually, but Freddie wasn't the trigger for me. It was David Coverdale, actually, from Whitesnake. When I heard his voice and that they were coming to Serbia and I saw that show live, I was like, I want to do this. I want to be on stage. This is so fucking awesome. This is everything. I need to be there one day.
Love that. What White Snake song did you hear first? Do you remember?
I think my favorite song was Bad Boys.
Uh-huh.
And on that live show, it used to be second in the run, and they skipped it for some reason. I was so bummed. And they came for an encore at the end of the show, and they started the encore with Bad Boys. I was crying like a little child in candy shop. My uncle was so proud, and I was like,
That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Later on, I vibed more with Rob Halford throughout the years because he's a higher singer, and I find myself in Rob Halford more than David Coverdale. In 2004, I fell in love with Marco Hietala from Tarot and
Yeah.
better known in Nightwish, but I loved his work with Tarot and his solo career. And I saw him on TV. I think it was Wishmaster. And he started singing, and I was, this man is gorgeous.
Oh.
But I'm lying to you. Before Marco Hietala, there was Blackie Lawless. He was my Gene Simmons.
Who was it?
He scared me to death, and I loved him for some reason.
Who was your Gene Simmons? Who did you say?
Blackie Lawless was my Gene Simmons. When I saw him on TV, we had that satellite plate on our lodge, and we were getting American MTV and VH1, not Adria one, because Balkans have their own MTV and VH1. and there was, I think it was I'm Love Child. The red one with lots of smoke. I think I'm Love Child. I want to be somebody, maybe. And I was like, this man is so scary. I loved him for some reason, so he also inspired me. It was my childhood crush as well, but scared me to death.
Wow. I don't know if I ever had a crush on a musician when I was a child. My um first crush that I remember was Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars. I was like, oh, gentle and wise man. I was like 10.
Nice.
And when he died, I cried so hard in the movie theater. And my mom looked over at me like,
But he was such a nice character. I get you.
and he had the long hair, and so that part
Yeah.
definitely stuck with me. Then it was like long haired guys ever since. So yeah, but
Nice.
that's actually a great question. I'm going to start asking people who their first heavy metal crush was, or maybe
That's a good question because that's what draws you to music, and luckily we fell in love with music, not the person only and solely.
I mean, did I fall in love with Star Wars because of Qui-Gon Jinn? Quite possible.
Star Wars or Trekkie because of Qui-Gon Jinn.
What did you say?
Are you Star Wars or Trekkie?
Well, I guess both, but I didn't have a crush on any Star Trek character.
I love Data
I will say
for
though,
reasons I know.
yeah, Data is great. If you could tour with any three bands, dead or alive, who would you choose?
I made the table for me. I was thinking so hard on this. If I'm going with bands that are active and touring, I would go with Wolf because Nicolas Stalwin is the Viper, is the big inspiration. Jutta Weinholm, why not? She's still kicking with. She's a goddess. We share the same birthday, actually.
She is the
The
goddess.
Queen.
Yes.
The Queen. We share the same birthday, 19 October.
What?
Yes,
Are you a
that
Sagittarius?
blew my mind. Wolf, Judas Priest, okay, I shared that with Deb because I did my homework. I watched your interviews. Human Fortress, I love. Solicitor, I like Amy. She's the queen. She's a gorgeous human being. Mina, bronze, why not? We love each other in a weird way. She's tiny in person, and I'm a bigger girl, and I would stand above her and say, Mina, can I hug her? Can I hug you? No, I don't like to be hugged. But she caved in. I said, we are not going to see each other tomorrow. Let me hug you, please. She's okay.
Oh, I should have had you go before Mina for your interview, so that she would see this. But I'm sure she'll see it anyway. Okay. So looking back, what was a big decision you made that turned out to be a great choice?
I was actually a classically trained musician, not vocally, but I played the violin. And the best decision was to put that violin down and concentrate on my vocals. I was a semi-good violinist. Why not put that? Even my teacher said, I always knew you were born to be a vocalist, so when I went for vocals, definitely was the smartest decision I ever made. I met Vlad in a cover band actually, and one of the smartest decisions I made was to go for this road with Claymorean and leave that cover life behind and do our own stuff and our own music and be very, very, very stubborn about what we do because we come from Serbia and it's triple the work of band in Germany or Sweden, Finland, not to mention. It's hard nowadays because of prices and everything, but it's so much harder when you come from Serbia.
Yeah, and also being female fronted is a whole extra bunch of work. But well, I'm very glad that you were stubborn, remain stubborn, and maybe that's like the great takeaway for all of the girls watching this: stay stubborn.
Yeah.
So, because you deserve the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What is your favorite piece of musical equipment?
I, as a vocalist, don't have much to choose from. I don't have a million pedals on the floor or to choose from quadcopters and camper. I have my trusty mic, and I was searching for the right one, and I went through array from cables to wireless, and I went back to cable because venues and people with phones, no matter what they say, when people turn the video on, then they do mix with microphones, and microphones start cutting, and that's not the quality you're looking for. So I went back for cable, and that's Bare Dynamic. I went for Bare Dynamic. That's a trusted friend of mine.
That's great advice. So that was a very good answer for that question. A follow up would be: is there anything that you like to wear on stage? That's like
Oh yeah, I have my costume. Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
My tree of life that's never leaving me. I only put it once off my finger, and it went black for reasons unknown to man and God. And I never did that again. As soon as I put it back on my finger, for some reason it turned back silver again. It's a weird thing. So I'm not leaving this thing. I have a bracelet with Tree of Life. That's would say that's my lucky charm. I have gauntlets. I have a big messiah, like I don't know what that's, a tunic or something with ribs. I look like Grim Reaper in it. A good pair of jeans or something that's comfy, and good pair of boots.
Yeah. Well, that's really great. I'm glad that you got a chance to describe your stage wear. I think it's enticing for seeing your live performance. Do you want to tell us, actually, before I ask the next question, a little bit about what you were doing in Athens when you met Nina, and perhaps a little bit about the songwriting that you did with said?
When we had same fate as Cramp and Bronze. We went from Claymore to Claymorean. I heard what Mina said about metal archives and putting music out, but we decided to change our ways. We went for this traditional heavy metal moment. We were stubborn to follow this route, and Vlad was someone who was writing music for us. He was the center of our band, but he saw that we had potential, so he let the reins to all of us, and we started writing from the second album and third, and hopefully the one that's in the making. Everyone had something to contribute. Definitely, he maybe stuck with lyrics, so I come in because I'm content writer privately. So I come in, swoop in, take the reins, write the song from something that I'm feeling, that I read, that I watched. So the song writing is excellent. Excellent way to express yourself and get something dark or something fantastic out of yourself. The album Eulogy for the Gods, our latest album, was drawn for something very dark. We all went through the dark period. There was Corona and lockdowns, and terrible things happened privately to all of us. We maybe lost someone we loved. So all that emotions were poured in the Eulogy for the Gods, definitely. And it, for some reason, it resonated with others. That's the album that definitely put us on the map. So we got the call from Up the Hammers from Athens, and we couldn't believe we are getting the chance to be on one of the greatest underground metal festivals. And as soon as we said yes, and that's not the light decision to make from Serbia, you have to put so much funds into going, into organizing stuff, into booking the van for the band. We have customs because we are not in UA.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to have ATA papers for the instruments. We are checked on borders. That was all risky, but so worth it. So worth it. It was wonderful. We were on the warm-up show with fabulous Sonia. Great, fabulous band. Melissa is a fabulous singer and guitar player. And I got the chance to join the great Tyrant from Jack Panzer on stage with Cloven Hoof on the main stage in Gagarin, and that was the greatest moment. I sang with great Tyrant, and that's something that I'm pinching myself, like I can't believe I did that in Athens. It was amazing.
I hope that you get to do it again, and it's really great that you're sharing what it's like to come from Serbia to Greece, so that people understand that when they see these festivals and the bands have to move all that equipment and set up, perform, break it down, have somewhere to stay, and hopefully get to stay long enough to see lots of other bands and say hi to lots of people that love their music.
Absolutely.
You guys, when you see, those obscure bands, like, they're doing hard work to come to you. So get those tickets. Buy
exactly. Buy some merch. Mm-hmm. Buy some merch from Bandcamp.
Today I have new merch.
Oh, nice.
Which is why my hair is like this today, because I loved this little Soul Grinder shirt. I was inspired. I want to be a dangerous princess. Anyway.
Oh.
So yeah, anyway, that's very helpful. And like, also I was talking to Mina yesterday about how when you put a band you like into your Spotify playlist, and it's like the playlist that you use when you're at the gym or you're just getting ready in the morning or whatever, something that you listen to every day, you help the bands earn money every day. So it's super important to use your time.
I agree. I listened to what she said. We are not confiscated enough from Spotify. Many bands argued about the platform, but it's the convenient way to go around and listen to music. I listen to music going to work and from work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Spotify. I can't lie. We are not confiscated enough. I don't know how many listens per song you have to be confiscated, some amount of money. So definitely buying digital releases if you are not into physical releases from Bandcamp. It's a good way. Buying merch. We are getting our own merch printed, and we are sending it from Serbia, which is also very, very hard. We have so much problems with our post office. There's only a limited number of shirts we can send per week. So our fans were supportive so far, but it definitely can be better. I cannot lie. We were surprised in Germany this fall when we sold out everything.
Yay.
If we had more, we would sell everything. Sarah from Smolder were in Germany, I think, few weeks prior to our tour, and they sold everything. They were in the middle tour begging for fans for some factory or some printing store to print more because everything was selling. So there's something at least. But when you're not touring, when you're at home, it's stalling. So it could be better, because I don't know how we are going to birth new Iron Maiden, Metallica, Judas Priest, or whatever if we not start supporting smaller bands.
Yeah, totally. Couldn't agree with you more. That's very interesting about how there's a limited number of shirts that you can mail. What's that story?
Probably because we are not in the European Union. We are not part. That's the same thing why we have borders. We have to go through customs when we go out of country and in. And soon as we hit Hungary, for example, the borders are open and you can freely go around the Europe. No one is checking, or maybe police if they found you somewhere on the road and say, please pull over to be checked. There's no checkouts, check-ins. But when we come to Serbia, we have to go through this whole ordeal, to put it.
So it's a precious treasure to have a Claymorean vinyl or shirt. So when you see Claymorean playing in the EU, know that that is your opportunity to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the next question is, do you have any new announcements for us?
We have maybe 10 fans in the whole wide world. I'm kidding. And I promise Claymorean is working on new album. Musically, it's coming to view. I can see what it's going to be. Musically, it's almost done. A few songs are even complete, have a demo form. A few songs have lyrics, not vocally completed. So we are working hard on a new release, because we are planning to release new album definitely this year. We were hit with so many things happening last year. We couldn't think straight, because it was like a dream. Last year was definitely a dream come true, and it was in a haze, and I still can't believe it happened, because we ended up in Keep It True as well, and that was my biggest dream, probably Vlad's as well. So we were so well accepted in Germany, and thanks to everyone who supported us. We are lining up shows for this year. Certainly, We have a few shows in April, I think 2 shows in biggest city in Serbia, and one is in capital, the second is in Novi Sad with our brothers from Oatbringer. One gig is in May with Mighty Akelus from Greece. We are supporting them because they are putting the new album out, so they are promoting right now, and I think they're on mini Balkan tour in May, if I'm not wrong. So we are supporting them. And I think the biggest gig we are having this year is Headbangers Open Air in Hamburg. Headbangers Open Air.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, that's amazing. I realized today that this channel can also be an opportunity for bands to let their fans know, even their brand new fans, which I'm sure you're going to get from this channel, that they want to play a certain festival and that the fans should email the festival organizers to say, hey, I want to see Claymorean at this festival. So if there's any
That's a great idea. That's probably what's gonna make them call. They will probably say, "Oh, look, there's some number of people that's interested in seeing this band." That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, and like, not that many people reach out to festival organizers to say, like, everybody, you just go online and find the email and that's who you talk to. But not a lot of people do that. And if 5 people ask for Claymorean, that's actually a very significant number of people emailing the organizers. Like, that's enough for them to say, oh, well, we're paying attention to this now. So, is there any fest that you would like your fans to help you get on?
I would like a tour in Finland. I love that country for some reason, and we are all aware that's the biggest metal country in this part of the world. And you can easily get a 2-week tour around Finland and probably be packed because it's Finland. It's in my head, at least.
Okay.
Wacken open air, why not? Let's dream big.
Email Wacken, everybody. You guys should see Claymorean. You heard about the costumes. You know the songs are great. Okay, and actually, for the people who don't know, where can we hear your music and follow what you do?
Certainly YouTube. We just recently put out our gig from Metaleros last year in Germany. That's the great festival as well, near Munich, in Unterschleißheim, actually. I hope I didn't butcher that. So that was a great gig. We came to our presence on stage. The energy was fabulous. We maybe didn't say the greatest on that tour. The Keep It True definitely was the greatest show, but the energy was fabulous, and that show on New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal YouTube channel. We have few videos online on Claymorean channel on YouTube, Bandcamp, definitely. I am on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Claymorean has Instagram and Facebook. Definitely hit us there, follow us there.
What's it called?
Bomb our shop in.
What's it called?
Bomb our shop in Bandcamp.
I mean, what's your Instagram handle, for example?
Panel.
Your Instagram handle, your name on Instagram.
Oh, mine is Betsa Claymorean, and Claymorean is Claymorean Official. You can follow us there. Definitely.
Perfect. Okay. So now we're gonna play the game. The game that everyone plays at the end.
I was preparing so hard for this game.
Okay. And I think I put an extra one in here because I found it. Okay. So let's start.
Oh,
here.
Let me see. Oh, Blondie. I covered Blondie. Yes, we were talked what I did cover for Finland. I go for Blondie. I was singing "Call Me."
Ah,
It's
call
not
me.
hard.
I would
She has a
love
great voice.
I would love to hear your cover of Call Me. Where can I listen to it?
Uh, I'll try to find it somewhere. I think I put it on my Betsa Claymorean Instagram even, but from my cover days,
Mhm.
we have it on the set list. Actually, call me.
That's cool. Okay, well, make sure that you send that to me. I want to know.
Will do. Will do.
Um, okay.
Oh, you find Amy.
Yeah.
Let's tell everybody I'm cheating here. I covered Adele, but I'll go for Adele. Amy is a great singer. As I told you, she had the last gig in Belgrade, sadly.
Mm,
We lost her, but we covered Adele, so I'm going to give shout out to Adele. It was Rolling Into Deep when
cool.
she was a young star.
Yeah. I want to hear that cover too. I kind of feel like I need to have like the cover song playlist from you. I probably just want them all because you're covering great stuff. Um,
Oh, I don't know if you hit our isolation covers. We did great covers.
okay.
From Duran Duran to Ghost to God knows what. Not.
Yeah, the I will look for that. I think a fun fact to share about Adele and Amy Winehouse is that they went to school together. They went to the
Oh,
they went to the same music school. They had classes together. So
I didn't know. Didn't know that fact.
yeah,
Nice.
there's some very good teacher out there. Um,
Very nice. Didn't know that fact. You said you have interesting facts to share with me. I didn't know that.
yeah,
I'm learning here today.
I that's what all I can hope for is that the people who watch this channel get to find out new fun things and um, leave some fun facts in the comments, everybody. So, how about these two?
Who I have in Bonnie Tyler is excellent. She likes our dear old country. She had few gigs in Vrnjačka Banja. It's a spa city in Serbia, and she miraculously had few gigs there. So Bonnie Tyler, she's a great singer. I love her. I'll go for Bonnie Tyler.
Oh yeah, she's so good.
That quality of that raspy voice. Mm.
Mhm. Yeah, I like Bonnie Tyler. I love an Eastern European spa. I went to a really great one in Hungary, in the
Oh,
big yellow building. I can't remember what it was called, but
we have so much of those around here.
they're so beautiful and the service is amazing. Like honestly, next time I'm in Eastern Europe, I'm gonna see a Claymorean show and I'm gonna go to the spa like I'm Bonnie Tyler.
Let's go and sing Total Eclipse of a Heart.
Ah,
Holding hands in
oh,
spa.
it goes so nicely in like one of the saunas with all the
You'll be my turnaround. That'll be.
yeah yeah I guess no I'm not gonna do that here. I'm gonna switch it up. Okay.
uh, I have to go with the lady goddess Athena. God rest her soul. Rest in power, Queen.
No, she is the queen.
I was so bummed. She's such a nice persona with such a hard life and
And
Queen,
yeah,
definitely.
never
Tina.
never ever gives up on anything. And I think I actually do think about her every day. I mean, like she's like on my altar. Yeah, I love Tina.
I must shout out to Demi Lovato. She also has her fights, definitely, and she has that under the skin. I think she has that metal quality to her.
She does. I think it's Nita Strauss is her guitarist right now, and
Oh, nice.
she has an all girl band that she plays with live. Um, she is a great singer. Like, she did a lot of pop, so I can understand why people in rock weren't really that into Demi Lovato. But she released a song with Slash from Guns N' Roses, and yeah, she's a rocker. Um, she has an album called Holy Fuck that came out like a year or two ago, and it's kind of like um, Hole meets maybe like some Avril Lavigne elements. So it's still very pop rock, but um, I mean, she's an amazing singer. If you listen to that album, it's a huge surprise just how great she is.
She's a great human being. She's definitely have some quality, and from the younger generation of pop singers, she's definitely up there in my head. So
Yeah, and did you get to hear Miley Cyrus's Plastic Hearts album?
I'm not sure if I came, but she does have a nice that Dolly Parton vibe, and she has that quality voice. I just recently heard her sing "Dream On" from
Mm,
Aerosmith, and I
yeah,
was like, oh, okay, she knows how to sing.
yeah, that album, Plastic Hearts, she has Joan Jett and Stevie Nicks as co-writers
Oh,
of songs, and she also has Billy Idol on a song, and that's actually a really good rock album as well. But once again, it's kind of like um, they're mainstream, right? And like for um, like our genre, it's kind of not something people usually get behind. Like they don't want to listen to mainstream stuff. But we really should be more accepting of people like Demi Lovato in our scene because, I mean, Nita Strauss or Nina Hurricane. I'm not sure which one. Either way, she started with the Iron Maidens, and I guess I should know the difference, but she started with the Iron Maidens, and and she got plucked by I think Alice Cooper first.
she with Alice Cooper, she did stop touring with Alice Cooper to join Demi Lovato, and I think she went back to Alice Cooper
Yeah, and
right now.
yeah, she was with Alice Cooper, and then Demi Lovato grabbed her, and then yeah, she went back to Alice Cooper. But that just goes to show that if you're like trying to be successful, like look at what she did, and I mean, how much bigger can you be than Demi Lovato? So, okay, next one, Pat Benatar.
Oh, oh, you killed me there. I see there's some reflection, but I see. Oh, I can't decide. I love Kate Bush. I love Pat Benatar. I'll go with Pat Benatar because I covered Pat Benatar, actually. So let's go with Pat. But Kate Bush,
Yeah.
man. But
So
she's hard to cover, so let's go with Pat.
a Pat Benatar fun fact. So she grew up in Greenpoint, Brooklyn, in New York, and that's a traditionally Polish neighborhood. Pat Benatar is half Polish, half Irish, which I am
Oh,
as
nice.
well. And so,
Oh,
yeah. And so, anyway, she married really young when she was living in that area. And I think she ended up moving to New Jersey for a while. And everybody in the US makes fun of New Jersey, but I will say this a lot of very good singers have come from New Jersey, like Jolyn Turner, and then like a zillion other hair metal bands. But anyway, and Pat Benatar. And so she decided while she was still married that her life was not satisfactory, and so she divorced her husband and moved to New York and started her career. And she was in her 30s.
fabulous, fabulous singer, certainly. Kate Bush, in a vein of Kate Bush, I like Tori Amos as well. So, but they are so hard to channel.
Oh yeah,
Fabulous singer, very unique.
very unique indeed. Well, that's it for today, but I hope to see you again soon. Maybe if you have some news that you want to share on this channel, just hit me up and we'll get you on another episode.
Thank
Um,
you for having me.
yeah, absolutely. Everybody, remember Vote for Claymorean for Wacken. Send Wacken an email. Tell him you want to see Claymorean. Right.
Let's think.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.